Hi, I'm Pete, and welcome to Just a Few Acres Farm. Today, what was that? It's cold, windy, and rainy. And the pigs are not loving life these days. Their hut got muddy, and they're all shoved into the dry spot in the corner. I don't like muddy pigs, so we're gonna fix that. Oh, let's see here. Someplace, there they are. All right, piggers, you guys are gonna have to get up. Come in. There they go. Oh man. Yeah, it's been raining. Ugh. Let's get this out. All right, guys. That's just great. Can you see me? How about now? Is that good? Good? Let's see if we can fix this. That's a little better. I hope y'all didn't get mud in your eyes. The last video generated a whole bunch of interesting responses, and if you didn't see the last video, it was a clickbait video. I made some clickbait on purpose about buying a buffalo for the farm, and then used that as a way to explain to folks how YouTube kind of keeps us on the treadmill if we want to keep hitting with videos. And I got a really interesting range of responses. I got the people that got it and said, you know, I enjoy the daily life, to which I feel really grateful, because that's what this channel is, just daily life. Then I got the people that were really angry, unsubscribe, and I can't believe you tricked me, and to which I thought, wow. I have a hard time myself thinking I would watch a video and get that angry about something that was purposeful, but the world is kind of crazy now. Why was I gone? Hillary and I went to a wedding down in North Carolina. It was our niece's wedding, and we had a great time. And it was the first time that we've been off the farm for more than half a day or so since 2013. So for those people that ask, do farmers ever get a vacation? The answer is no. Do I have a big problem with it? Does Hillary have a big problem with it? No. We like it here, and being away reinforced how much we like it here. And it was really great to get back, and we had a good time as well. It was good to see what the outside world looks like, and good to know and to appreciate what we have here. Our two kids, Gray and Henry, took care of the farm while we were gone. They did the chores, and it was great. We were gone for 3 days, and they did everything just the way that we would do it. Henry didn't bed the pigs, but I didn't expect him to. They were a little muddy when I got back, and we're going to go down and check on the cattle next. I don't know what happened. When we left, it was 70 degrees, and now it certainly feels like fall. We had to start the stove yesterday. This is awful funny to see. The herd is all spread out. They don't usually do that. Howdy, cows. How you guys doing? You're all laying around. Hey, little one. They're taking their siesta and chewing their cuds. And of course, Patty's yelling. No surprise there. Yeah. They got tons of grass, and Patty still yells. For some reason, most of them are on this field, which I left open. But this is the field that I opened them onto a couple days before we left. And they got quite a bit to eat here, so I'm not sure why they're laying up there. They all need to make their opinion known. Hey, Coco. How you doing? Oh, man. Huh. Hey, miss. How are you doing? Oh, you want to scratch? No surprise, this is Coco's trio. Coco, her calf from last year, heifer, which we're going to breed, and her calf from this year. They hang together. That's what trios usually do. Hi, little one. How are you? Time for a drink. Don't let me interrupt you. Cattle have long periods in the day like this where they really don't do anything, and most of a cow or a steer's life is eating, but they'll lay around and, you know, it's really peaceful. They are just being something that people rarely do, especially since Hillary and I were just out traveling and people are bustling here and there and we're sitting in traffic and going down the interstate, and my gosh, coming back to this and having cattle just being in the field is quite a contrast, and it's something that I forget about being on the farm all the time, because this is just life for me. Hey Titus, how are you doing, buddy? Still got a poopy butt, don't you? Shh, we don't talk about his poopy butt. I think the biggest beneficial behavior change I see in going back to open field grazing versus strip grazing, where we move the fence every day, is the cattle aren't stress eating. When we would move the fence, they would all come in and chow 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 to get the best grass first. When you open up a whole field like this to them, they're a lot less rushed with the way they eat, and they'll come back and they'll top off the tank. That's what I call it. When they're full, they lay down, they chew their cud for a little while, and then they'll get up and they'll kind of nibble. They'll nibble like Carrie's doing here. And going against all the popular schools of grazing now, if I had to guess, I would say that they're gaining weight more using this method than mob grazing. I don't know, we'll see. We've got plenty more steers going to the butcher this fall. Just topping off the tank, eh? You wanna come see me? I smell like pig manure. Hey Doc. Hey buddy. Cow kiss. Doc, you remember these guys, don't you? Yeah, they're the ones that watch us all the time. They like you. Yeah. Hey guys. Oh, that's not edible. I don't know, maybe I'm just strange, but I like the smell of cow's breath. You know, you like to have your chin scratched. You know, you like to have your chin scratched. No? How about chin? Chin scratch? No chin scratches? You don't like the forehead scratch, huh? No, I know you like this. When when you were a calf, you liked this, didn't you? There you go. Hi. You remember me, don't you? You remember me. This is peace. Look at this winter coat that they're getting. Dexters, our Dexters anyway, have a slick coat in the summer, which is a good thing to have in summer. And then in the winter, they get this really furry coat to insulate them, and they're all starting to get it. Look at the contrast with Daisy here. Daisy's got more of a slick coat still, but they'll all get fuzzy as winter comes. And what would make my day complete is being able to get close to this pretty little calf who's nursing right now. Think I can do that? You're a skittish little guy. A good strategy for getting a calf to approach you is to make yourself low, like there. Hey, little one. Hi. You want to come see me? Hi, little one. I don't think it's going to happen today, but I'll bet you if I come down here and do this every day for 3 or 4 days, they'll come up to me. Oh, I think the pigs are much happier now with this bedding. You guys cleaned yourself right off. Good for you. But I really got to do something about that wall. Hillary says they're not going to get their security deposit back if they don't fix it. I think I'm probably going to have to fix it. What'd you guys do here? Oh, it was lag bolted into the tree here, but looks like the wood is broke. What are you doing? Oh, I have an idea, I think. It requires some of these short T-posts that I use for pig fencing. Probably 3 of them will do it. And something out of the toolbox. This time I'm going to leave you guys outside the pen because I don't want you to fall in the mud again. You'll have to watch from out here. If you've ever tried driving a T-post through matted hay, it's not easy. Move out of there. You're in the way. I'm trying to do some work here. You guys? Nope. Is it the right way to do it? I don't know. I probably should have put a new board across the bottom, but it was lag bolted in a tree and they tore that out. So I figured this will do the trick. Time will tell. At least it's nice and dry in there for him now. Right, you guys? Yes, I think you'll sleep well tonight. Nice and dry. You know, I've been thinking about that grazing method and how the cows are behaving and how much they're eating and how much less stress it is on them. And I'm thinking, I think there's a grazing method there someplace. And maybe it's that starting in the spring, you rotate them on these 5-acre fields that we've got, and you rotate them fairly quickly around those fields so they can not take it all down and compact it as much, and they can have the whole field. Take some off, say you leave them on the field for 3-4 days, move them to the next field, keep doing that so the grass starts to, you know, kind of come back up and the trample isn't as bad. And then when it gets past you, because that would be grazing all the fields, including the half of the fields that we would make for hay, then you go on and you make hay in rotation off those fields. So as the grass starts to get ahead of you and starts to go to seed, get on there and start cutting it for grass one at a time, so you're not shorting your cattle on grazing forage, but that way you're actually making hay off of all the fields and grazing all the fields and putting the cattle more in this state of mind of removing scarcity of forage by rushing them into a mob grazing situation either once or twice a day where they feel like they got a race to get the best stuff, and leaving them on it so that they can continue to top off the tank and then move them to the next field, and so on and so on. I think there's the seeds of something there. I'll have to cogitate on that for a while. I was thinking about calling this video Another Boring Day on the Farm, just to satisfy all the people that absolutely hated the clickbait idea, but I guess I won't do that. I hope you enjoyed another day on the farm and that it wasn't boring, and I'll see you next time.